Hello and welcome to this week's Saturday evening cocktail. We're back at it and we're going tiki this week. This one is called the Aku Aku cocktail. This one goes all the way back to Smuggler's Cove, and this is actually sort of a second generation of a drink. It comes from the Missionary's Downfall drink. This one from Don the Beachcomber. Now the Missionary's Downfall, that recipe was long lost for quite a while. I guess they recently found what that recipe was. That was a blended drink. This is the Aku Aku, which came after that. And I'm actually going to make it two different ways. I'm going to follow the recipe, and then I'm thinking of another fun way to make it. And so we're going to go two ways with this drink. And I've never had, well, obviously either version of this. So it looks like a lot of fun, so let's enjoy it. So this actually starts, and I'm going off the book here. This actually starts with some fresh pineapple that I'm going to put into my mixer, into my mixing tin here. All right, and so I'm putting that right in, and it's going to require some mint leaves right into my mixing tin as well. All right, so going to get that stuff right in there, and some lime juice. And I do apologize, you know how I feel about fresh lime juice. I forgot to buy lime at the store today. So we're going to go with the bottled stuff, but definitely if you get fresh squeezed limes or limes you can squeeze, I would do that. I do have some Demerara syrup that I made up, and we need half an ounce of that. So I'm gonna do half an ounce of that, and this is a rum drink, and it wants an aged rum, and I've got some Appleton Estate 8-year Reserva here. And let's go. We're gonna just make one serving of this one because we're making two different drinks, so it requires 1.5 ounces. And so we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of the rum, and it requires some peach liqueur. So what you've got around the house for a peach liqueur to add on, and I'm going to need just 0.5 ounce of that. So some peach flavor going into this drink. Sounds very interesting. So we got some fresh pineapple chunks in there and some mint, and I'm going to muddle all this together. And so it's going to get very interesting in just a second, because we are, break up all that pineapple. Now the recipe recommends about 10 ounces of crushed ice, and I have that in my blender. And you actually have to flash blend all of this together, including the pineapple and the mint and all that. And let's see if we can get this thing to work. And just 2 pulses, and we flash blend. And I think that's what we want to do. And then strain it. And so what I'm going to do is pour it back into my mixing tin. And then I'll get my strainer here and strain it. And so it's going to be a little bit of a frothy consistency, as you can see. And a couple of leaves of the mint there. And this is the Aku Aku. And to have the mint blended right into the drink seems real interesting here. Oh, that's real good. There is a lot of flavor in this drink. And it's really pretty simple. And a lot of stuff that you have around the house. You know, the pineapple and just some aged rum. This is a great little drink from Don the Beachcomber out of Smuggler's Cove. So I'm going to set that one off to the side. I know when I make two different ones, I like to compare them, but I was so excited. So I'm going to try it a different way. And we're going to, kind of similar, but kind of different, all right? And what if you don't feel like blending it over ice? Let's do the same thing, but instead of making it like more of a liquid drink, let's make it a little bit more of a smoothie drink, like a frozen drink. Instead of ice cubes, I'm going to use frozen pineapple chunks from the grocery store. And I'm going to do a little bit something different. I'm going to take, instead of using the aged rum, I'm going to use this white blended rum, and you'll see why when we get to the end of the drink. I'm going to use about 2 ounces of that, okay? And I'm going to use the peach liquor again. Again, I got a peach schnapps here. If you got something better, by all means use it. 3/4 ounce there. And the lime, let's use 3/4 ounce of lime. And we're just kind of shooting from the hip here. And again, try it at a slightly different consistency. And let's go with about 1 ounce of the syrup. And just to make sure the teeth of the blender have a little bit more to grip onto, let's take some pineapple juice and maybe do 1.5 ounces of that. That's why we used a little bit more of the liquor in there. And I'm going to garnish my other one with a mint leaf on top there. And let's throw in some of the mint here. And let's see if we can't blend this into more of a frozen drink consistency that you might get at a swim up pool bar or something like that. Get this here. Get that right on there. And here we go. All right. Technical difficulties. And it's grinding up that frozen pineapple here. And there we go. Yep, much more of a pool bar frozen drink consistency. And I got my tiki mug. And let's see how much of a difference this makes. And again, all that chopped up mint is gonna just add flavor throughout every sip there. And let's see how we did with that. Really good too. A lot of pineapple flavor in there. So, 2 ways to do the Aku Aku, everybody. Take care of each other. Call the people you love. Spring is here. It's getting warmer. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. You know what? I almost forgot. I was so excited. When I do these sort of blended drinks, I like to put a little bit of the high-proof rum on top so you know you're drinking something. So, before I forget, before I sign off, a little bit of the 151 proof rum on top. That's going to float on top, and mix it in, stir it in as you go. Sorry about that, everybody. Now, cheers, everybody. Take care of each other. Call the people you love.
What you doing?
Oh, just finished cleaning up. Just did a shot.
I thought you were doing this weekend.
Well, you know, we had so much momentum from last week. I wanted to capitalize, keep going. So I wanted to. Yeah, sorry, I missed it. But it was thanks for the help last week. Yeah.
What'd you make?
Made the Aku Aku. Actually, did 2 of them. This one's kind of a little original. This is the original. That one I made like a frozen style. That one. Let's see what you think of that one.
That's nice. I like the frozen style.
You like the frozen? Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep it going. See how we do this week.
All right. Was this your big plan?
No, that's kind of.